So you for sure showed me the short field takeoff, and I think you showed me the short field landing.
Yes.
And I was able to do a soft field takeoff. I think I only did it once or twice, maybe just once, to be honest. And then I don't think I did a soft field landing yet.
Oh, okay, cool.
Maybe I did, but you helped me the entire time, which is, great, but I haven't done it yet.
Cool. Alright, if you want, do you want me to show it to you one more time, and then the next time around we'll...
Yes.
Sounds good, just to kind of refresh the memory and all that stuff.
Cool, yeah.
Sweet, alright.
Compton traffic, 6 Kilo Charlie, clear of 25 left, taxi back, Compton.
Alright, I'll show you this.
Yankee, Phil Farm, taxi to parking beyond.
Your controls?
Controls. Alright. 10 degrees flaps. Compton traffic, Cessna 710 is departing runway 25 left for left closed traffic, Compton. Alright, so elevator goes full aft for the soft field. We're doing the soft field takeoff. And we're taxiing onto the runway as if we're kind of in a hurry so that the lift of our wings are able to produce and we're able to get the weight off the nose. Once we're center line of the runway, heels goes to the floor, throttle advance smoothly. There's the nose come up. Nose is coming up, and we're just holding that nose up until we're airborne. We're finally off the ground, so I'm going to push kind of the nose down a bit here, and then we're going to accelerate ground effect over here. So see how we're able to see the runway in front of us?
Yep.
Alright, and then once we accelerate to VY, we can start pulling back, and then flaps come up from there. So the goal of that is to get the weight off the nose as we're taking off. That's the soft field. And we're trying to not get the nose dug up in the ground or the grass or whatever.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between that and the short field landing? I'm sorry, the short field takeoff.
The short field takeoff is so this is like, it could be a paved runway, it could be like a grass strip and everything. But you have a short runway pretty much, and you want to be able to lift off the ground, and be able to clear the obstacles at the end of the runway and stuff like that. So soft field is
traffic flying 4 Juliet Yankee, taking runway 25 left for left closed traffic. Compton traffic.
So soft field is for departing from a soft strip or runway, and then for short field is departing from a runway, a short runway pretty much.
Okay, got it. But the difference in setup, I guess, like how is the short field takeoff? I should probably ask you this when you're not in the middle of something.
Oh, you're good. So I'm gonna. All right, so for the soft field takeoff, so landing light, strobes are on, car beats on. We're gonna slow it down to 80 knots here. We'll beam the numbers. Power goes to 15. 10 degrees of flaps here. Alrighty. And then 500 feet per minute descent. Alrighty. I'm going to turn left or right over the canal here. Compton traffic, Cessna 710 is turning left base, runway 25 left, Compton.
Compton traffic, 6 Kilo Charlie, taking 25 left for left closed traffic, Compton.
Compton traffic, flying 4 Juliet Yankee in the crosswind for runway 25 left, Compton traffic.
Alright, 70 knots here on the base. Yep. So this is soft field, and pretending that we're landing on grass strip or something.
He's right there.
Tango, 4 miles to the northeast, setting up for the 45, for runway 18, follow traffic.
Runway 18.
Yeah, it's 18, I think is Redlands. We share the same frequency with Redlands here.
That's right, okay.
Compton traffic, flying 4 Juliet Yankee in the downwind for runway 25 left, Compton traffic.
Compton traffic, Cessna 710 is turning final, 25 left, Compton. Okay, so we have full flaps, carburetor heat's on, lights are on, we're all configured, ready to go. So, yeah, the goal of this is just to keep as much weight off the nose as possible. So, we're going to land as normal, we're going to land a little bit faster than what we normally do because we want to be able to still generate lift from the wings and keep the nose, as much weight off the nose as possible by holding that wheelie down pretty much. Alright, so here's the runway. There we go. Power goes to idle here. So the main nose are going to touch first. And I'm just going to hold the nose pretty much off the ground. Adding a considerable amount of back pressure here. I'm not hitting the brakes here because I want to let the plane roll down.
On base to runway 25 left, copy traffic.
Cool, and then let the nose down gently, and then I'm holding the back pressure still. I'm going to hold it back still.
6 Kilo Charlie, left crossing for 25 left, copy.
And then once we're finally clear to the runway, then I could relax my back pressure, I could push it forward and everything. And yeah. Compton traffic system 710 has cleared the active, taxiing back to 25 left, Compton.
Compton traffic, swing 6 Kilo Charlie, on left downwind for 25 left, Compton.
And yeah, clean up and everything.
Flying 4 Juliet Yankee on final for runway 25 left, Compton traffic.
Alright, ready to go and try it?
Sure, yeah, let's do it.
Sweet. My controls? Your controls?
Sure.
Hopefully that all made sense. Hopefully it jogged up what we did last time.
It definitely makes sense. The short field and the soft field, I got confused.
Yeah, it's in the beginning. It's like which one's short field, which one's soft field. There's like literally 6 different takeoffs and 6 different takeoffs and landings and stuff.
Okay.
So,
is that in the I can't remember my acronyms today. My brain turned off. The pilot's operating handbook, is that in there as well?
it wouldn't be. I mean, for the procedure for it, it has the checklist for specifically for short field. But to be able to find how you would perform it is going to be in the airplane flying handbook, and that's published by the FAA. And it gives you like a whole paragraph of instructions of how or a walkthrough of how it's supposed to look like and how it's the purpose of it and stuff.
4 Juliet Yankee, clear runway 25 left at Echo.
That's oh yeah, this guy.
Yeah, that one right there, and it's going to give you pretty much the gist of it.
Traffic flying 4 Juliet Yankee, taxi to runway 25 left via Alpha, Alpha traffic.
Yeah, so when you're at home or something, or you can even YouTube it. Like a lot of the YouTubers are do a good job at explaining how to do those different takeoffs and landings. So yeah.
I've been going through the AFM.
Short,
But yeah, I haven't gotten back to the whoa.
Like the elevator floaty?
Yeah. I haven't gotten back to the specific section on flying yet.
Yes. So
I'm reading the whole thing. How much after 6 out of 15, right, or 18. So I'm still kind of.
it's a lot of just resources and information about all the different maneuvers and stuff.
6 Kilo Charlie, clear of 25 left, Compton.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot of information. So.
Alright, so we're at 10 degrees flaps. We're going to do the soft field takeoff.
Soft field takeoff. Yep.
So 10 degrees of flaps, full mixture, fuel switch on both. We're going to hold this back at the beginning.
Close the doors, and the strobes come on as well too.
Strobes and landings. Compton traffic system 710, departing runway 25 left for closed traffic. Compton.
Sweet. All right. Yeah. Basically, when we're getting onto the runway, is having that elevator back pressure there.
Okay, sounds good. There we go. Going right to the middle. And you said smooth, increase the power.
Yeah, very smooth.
There's the wheel, yeah?
Yep. So just find the right amount of back pressure. We don't want to tail strike, so make sure you're not applying too much back pressure on it.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, so we're off, pretty much off the ground. We push the nose down here, and then accelerating ground effect. Okay. There we go. A little bit more nose down. There it is. So we want to be able to see and hold straight and level on top of the runway. And then once we have our airspeed there, around 74, then we can start pulling back.
Perfect, okay. Oh, man, this thing just wants to shoot into the sky.
Yes, that's the effect that we have when we have flaps down.
That makes sense.
Yep. And then once we have the flaps up,
Copy traffic, flying 4 Juliet Yankee, taking runway 25 left for a left crosswind departure. Copy traffic.
Yeah, 500, there we go.
alright.
That headwind really helps as well.
It does, yeah. We have a little bit of a headwind. Make sure we're making our calls here each turn.
Compton traffic, Cessna 710, turning downwind for runway 25 left. Compton.
Nice. Alright, let's attempt that soft field landing.
Sounds good. So, we're a little below traffic pattern altitude, but goes a little bit more to like 900-ish.
Alright, there we go.
There we go. So past the numbers, 10 degrees of flaps.
The traffic, swing 6 Kilo Charlie, taking 25 left for left close traffic.
1500, getting us down here.
Yep.
Go a little aggressive on the descent, I think. Still at 10, 75. Measure left.
Yep.
Compton Air Traffic, Cessna 710, turning left base for runway 25 left. Compton.
Copy traffic, flying 4 Juliet Yankee in the crosswind for runway 25 left.
Yeah, we're getting real slow.
Heading back to Torrance.
It's pitch is the problem, right?
Yes, pitch for airspeed. So the pitch is like the fastest way to get the amount of airspeed you want.
I think I'm just like scared of it still. And then getting 20 degrees of flaps.
Alright. Make sure we get our final call here.
Compton Air Traffic, Cessna 710, turning final for runway 25 left. Compton.
Alright, looks like that sling departed. Alright, cool. So so the goal of it is to get have the main wheels touch first, and then as soon as the main wheels touch first, we're going to hold the nose back.
Main wheels touch first. Yep. Okay, got it. Turn airspeed that we're going. This landing.
Same thing.
Traffic, swing 6 Kilo Charlie, turning left crosswind 25 left. Compton.
Okay, we're already at idle here.
Yep.
Oh, been a little hot. Okay.
Alright.
Okay, there we go.
Alright, hold that nose back.
Compton traffic, swing 6 Kilo Charlie, left downwind 25 left. Compton traffic.
Nice. This is what we're looking for here. And then we're just slowly bring the nose down, and then we can get off on the next taxiway. We're still holding that back pressure.
Copy that.
There it is. Nice. Nice. That was really good. That was a really good soft field landing there.
Nice.
Nice. You can get in the feel of how much back pressure you need for the pretty much the wheelie and everything.
I think so.
Nice.
Compton Air Traffic, Cessna 710, clear of runway 25 left. Compton. It is, it definitely just still feels a little bit, it feels a little weird to have so much input into the controls, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, the inputs in the car are so limited. And this is obviously fly-by-wire, so it's a much different experience. It's like driving your dad's old, I mean, I'm not sure if your dad had this, but like those old car, I forgot to turn my car heat on, I did it last time too.
Yeah, no worries.
Driving your dad's old car that doesn't have power steering.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like, oh, left.
The traffic, swing 6 Kilo Charlie on left base for 25 left. Compton.
Yeah, I definitely feel it a lot different. I mean, I haven't flown any newer planes in, like,
Compton traffic, swing 6 Kilo Charlie is turning final for 25 left. Compton.
yeah. So, yeah, it's on newer airplanes, it's a lot more smoother experience, for sure. It's more stable and all that, but since this is like an 80s type of airplane.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Fly by cable pretty much.
Much better to learn on. I mean, that's, yeah, what my dad always said is like, the harder it is to learn, the better it is for you later on.
Yeah. Definitely. That is a true statement.
I know that time flies when we do these.
Yes. Do you want me to show you the short field takeoff, and then you could see it on, or you could attempt it for the next one around?
Yeah, sounds good.
And that's pretty much all the takeoffs and landings you got to do is short field, soft field, normal takeoffs and landings, pretty much, and then you pretty much have your whole arsenal. Like, I think you learned all the stuff you need for the check ride, or most of it actually. I don't think we've done unusual attitudes yet, so that's like pretty much all the most maneuvers that you got to learn for the check ride.
Okay. Yeah, shoot.
Because we did steep turn stalls, we did emergency engine out procedures, we did ground reference maneuvers and stuff like that.
Yep.
So that's pretty much what the check ride is all about.
I wouldn't mind once we go through everything once, going like spending maybe 5 or 10 more hours. We'll see how everything feels.
60 try clear 25 left. Taxi back to takeoff.
Doing one of those like every time we go out, we do almost every maneuver that we can in that time period, and then doing that like 3 or 4 times just to basically do like a mock check ride.
Yes. Yep. We're going to be doing a bunch of those, and it's pretty much going to get you ready for your solo. And once you know all the maneuvers and stuff, but pretty much from here, just getting it all solidified and everything. And I'm not, interfering with your radio communications. You handle ATC pretty well, and you're able to manage your airspeed really well, and then that gets you closer to your solo pretty much. So, and yeah, it's just refining your skills even more and stuff.
Very cool.
Cool, man.
So are you going to demonstrate the short field?
Short field, yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. Like controls. So, okay. Lights. Power beat off. Make sure rich. Seatbelts are fastened. Fuel tanks on both. Flap set to 10 degrees. And I'm going to close this one up here. So,
Windows closed.
Yep. So short field is simulating a departure from a airport that's has a short runway and has trees or has trees at the end of the runway. So we want to be able to get airborne as soon as possible and stuff. So this is like, bush pilot type of stuff. So
nice.
So yep. So Compton traffic Cessna 710 is departing runway 25 left for left close traffic Compton. Cool. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taxiing all the way to the edge of the runway here. There's like a light post right there, so don't go too crazy with the edge thing, but so we're gonna go over here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna line up with the center line of the runway, and we're gonna hold full brakes here. Power goes to full while holding the brakes, so power's full right here, holding the toe brakes. Oil pressure, oil temperature's in the green. Everything's in the sections in the green. Once we verify that, we can release the brakes. Still full power. And we're rotating at the airspeed that we normally rotate at.
VR 55?
55, yeah. And then with the flaps, with 10 degrees, it wants you feel like it wants to lift off already.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, so that's what the flaps do. And then once we're airborne, we're pitching for a slower airspeed for 63. That's a VX right there.
Yep.
And we hold VX until we clear the set 50-foot obstacle, and then once the examiner or you state that you clear the obstacle, then it could be like then you could be pushing the nose down to 73 or 74 in this case. Flaps coming up, and then we pitch for VY like how we normally do. So 74.
Nice. Okay.
Compton traffic, sitting 6 kilo Charlie, taking 25 left for left close traffic, Compton.
That honestly isn't too bad at all.
It's not too bad, right? So it's a little bit easier than the soft or short soft field.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's getting confused now. Compton traffic Cessna 710 is crosswind 25 left Compton.
Are you going to demonstrate the landing as well?
Yes, the short field landing as well. So
Very cool.
alright. Compton traffic Cessna 710 is turning left downwind 25 left Compton. Alright.
This is show you, I have an explanation of all the V speeds. There's a great article about it that I found.
Oh, sweet, cool. About VY, VX, and all that?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
There are some that have like weird letters, and it's because the letters are in reference to French words. For some reason.
Okay. I never knew that. I was like, oh, well, it's like, why do they say VX or VY? I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Weird. Alright, so 1500 RPM.
Compton traffic, 6 Kilo Charlie is turning left, crosswind for 25 left, Compton.
10 degrees flaps. So when we're on the downwind, we want to select a landing spot, a landing point that we want to set the airplane on. So I'm going to try to land on the numbers here. So we want to be able to land on top of the numbers or land within 200 feet beyond that. And that's per the ACS, you need to be able to land on top of the numbers.
Traffic, 6 Kilo Charlie is turning left downwind for 25 left, Compton.
Or, beyond that, within 200 feet, so.
Yep.
Flaps at 20 degrees. So, what airspeed do we normally approach at when we're on final?
On final 65, 30 degrees flaps.
Yeah, 65, about the full flaps, 30 degrees. So for short field landings, we're coming in a little bit slower than 65. So we're coming in at 60 in this case.
Yep.
And the reason for this is so that when we set the airplane down, when we're right over the runway, we get the minimal amount of float, so we don't end up like overshooting our point and stuff. So I'm gonna aim for 60 knots here.
Okay. Still pretty dang high.
Yeah, so power for altitude, so I'm still pretty high, right?
Yep.
And I'm just targeting 60 knots here. And yeah, still pretty high here, so I'm going to reduce the power even more. And I'm aiming like at the arrow that's before like the 25 numbers.
Okay.
And then that should compensate for the tiny bit of float that we have here.
After traffic, swing 6 Kilo Charlie, idle 25 left, Compton.
Power's idle, and a little bit of float there. So that's why we come in a little bit slower, because we're going to be, and then after we land
the traffic, 6 Kilo Charlie on final for 25 left, Compton.
Full aerodynamic braking after we land the airplane and stuff. So,
okay.
So this is assuming that we land on a really short runway. Imagine like the end of the runway is like right here.
Yeah.
So yeah. Does that make sense? Hopefully with all that.
Yeah.
So we approach at 60 knots to minimize the amount of, because if we're right over the runway at 65, that little bit of extra airspeed is gonna like float us like a couple hundred feet down. So yeah.
Mountain Air Traffic System 710 clear of runway 25 left.
All right. Ready to go?
Yeah. Yes. I'm just gonna walk through it in my head. Well, we probably should. Do you mind if we pull over just for a second?
Oh yeah, sure. Gotcha.
Just for a second. Like 2 minutes. So the short field.
I'm gonna go to the run-up area right here. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
The short field is going to be the takeoff where you're getting us close to the end of the runway, full power with brakes applied.
Yes.
Checking your instruments, and then rocketing as fast as you can down the runway and getting your VR as fast as you can with 10 degrees of flaps.
Yes. Yep. So you're pitching for
traffic, 6 Kilo Charlie going around on 25 left. Okay.
Going for VX, climbing for VX and stuff. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rotate a VR, climb for VX with your flaps, and then once you clear the obstacle, then get rid of your flaps.
Yes.
Okay. And then short field. So just short field. That's the takeoff. Short field landing is you're going to be. Everything is the same as a normal landing, but then when you come close on final, you're going to be at 60 knots instead of 65.
Yes.
With full flaps, you're going to be. The height that you had, was that on purpose, or was that? It was actually on purpose. So, okay. So,
Juliet, about 8 miles from the field, approaching from the south, we'll be entering the left downwind to 25 left.
Yeah. So
the traffic swing 6 Kilo Charlie is turning a left crosswind for a crosswind departure to the south.
there's like so much communication going on.
Yeah.
But yeah. So when you read in the airplane flying handbook, yeah, you're gonna be. This is like simulating you're like in the jungle or whatever. And there's like a strip like right after like a row of trees and stuff. And the purpose of that is like you're supposed to fly over the trees and then land on a short runway and stuff, which is the challenge and stuff. So. Yep. So instead of like a 3-degree glide path, it's more like a 4-degree, and you're coming down a lot steeper than you would normally.
Oh, okay. So the height was on purpose.
Yes.
And since you're at 60 knots, you're gonna fall or descend. Let's use that word better. You're gonna fall out of the sky at 40 degrees instead of 3 degrees.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're in a lot steeper descent than how you would be on a normal landing, which is 3 degrees and stuff. So.
Okay.
Counter traffic, 6 Kilo Charlie is 3 miles to the southwest, departing the airspace.
We're about 6 o'clock here, so we're ready to head back, and we could try that short field over at Hawthorne, and we could aim for like the numbers and stuff over there.
That'd be great.
So cool.
So he's on the downwind, right? Should we?
Yeah. 6 Kilo Charlie is actually he's already departing down. So.
Counter traffic, Cirrus 239 Juliet. About 4 miles south of the field, we'll be entering a left 45 entry for downwind 25 left Compton.
Very cool.
Oh, we're good?
Yep, so whenever you're ready,
My controls?
your controls, and we could give it a try, the short field takeoff.
We got time for it?
Yep, we got time for it. We'll actually just depart here and then depart the area. And
Okay.
then yeah, let's make the call here first and get ourselves configured.
For sure. Okay. Compton Air Traffic System 710, departing runway 25 left, short field, head to the south. Compton. Good. 10 degrees, landing strobe, and we're good to get on under the runway? Oh, yep, thanks, sir.
Sure, there you go. Yep. And Cessna 710 is having a short delay on runway 25 left, Compton.
Okay, getting close, but not too close.
Yep.
Not quite in the middle, but if you're okay with that, I'm just gonna go with that.
Yep, that's fine. So holding the brakes, and you're gonna
Full
go.
brakes, got 10%, everything's good there. Holding brakes all the way in.
Yep, all the way in, and then full throttle.
Full throttle.
And then we're verifying engine instruments are in the green.
Everything looks good.
Everything looks good, so we can release the brakes.
Counter traffic, Cirrus 239 Juliet, entering a left downwind for 25 left, full stop Compton.
And we're waiting for our VR at 55.
Yep.
There's 55.
Up a little bit.
And we're up a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, and that's 65 is what we're pitching for. So this is VX.
Goodness gracious, she wants to go.
Yep. With the flaps down, it really wants to climb, right?
Oh yeah, and then we're gonna pitch down for airspeed and get rid of our flaps.
Yep. We cleared the said 50-foot obstacle, and we could kind of relax the pitch attitude to climb at VY.
Fantastic.
Nice. That was really good.
Appreciate it. I'm gonna have to review that, which is why I was saying everything out loud too.
239 Juliet, turning left base to short final, full stop 25 left Compton.
Base.
Yep. Yeah, he should be back there. I'm just gonna be departing to the blimp over here too.
Sounds good. Compton Air Traffic System 710, head south, departing for the night. Have a good one.
You too, 239 Juliet.
Alright, blimps down that way there. Ready? Alright, set us up for Hawthorne, and we'll attempt that short field landing on this one.
Sounds good. So flaps are up, carb heat is off, mixture full, just making sure I'm doing the right thing here. Taxi and landing are both on. Still at VY, getting us up to 1500. Gonna get our comp 2 back to here so we can grab our weather.
Roger, approach runway 25. 710 departure is in progress between Hawthorne and Los Angeles. Have weather information available on flight service frequency.
Flying up there too.
Noise abatement procedures are in effect. Advise on initial contact your information. Bravo.
Alright, since I think he's circling around the blimp over here, we could fly like...
250 observation, wind 280 at 9, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 262.11, altimeter 2985. localized approach east runway 25. Some headshot departures in progress between Hawthorne and Los Angeles. Alright, for information available on service frequencies. Noise abate procedures on effect. Mission contact information Bravo.
Alright, we got Bravo.
Arctic Tower information Bravo, 2355 Zulu observation, wind 0 at 9.
Turn over to the freeway here.
262.11.
Is he good on AESB? Or is he, I can't see behind us here.
Yeah, he's doing good. He's like 800 feet above us still.
Okay, perfect.
Alright, so we gotta switch to Hawthorne Tower here.
That sounds good. Let's see. 125.1.
Execute. Tower's good.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Alright. Drop it again. Alright, so we're over the blimp. Over the blimp. Go taxi, get to hold short 25 at Foxtrot.
Oops.
Yep, we're on the right frequency, so whenever you're ready.
Volume, I send it just my volume.
Yeah, no worries.
Hawthorne Tower, this is Cessna 710 over the blimp at 1,400 feet.
Inbound full stop.
Inbound full stop. Bravo.
Cessna 6510 Hawthorne Tower, continue northbound and intercept final over the Harbor Freeway. You're following a Cherokee 4 mile final.
Continuing northbound, intercept final over the Harbor Freeway, looking for that Cherokee, Cessna 710. Alright, so we're over the Harbor Freeway here, and we're just watching a Cherokee that's coming in through final.
827 on Papa, runway 25 and 240 at 9 Cradle Land.
I think he's going to land on runway 25, command for Papa. Somewhere there.
I'm going to slow us down a little bit here.
Okay, sounds good. Give us a little bit of space. Oh, I think I see him there. He's like right underneath.
Oh, yep.
Yep, there it is.
Nice. Either way, I want to slow it down a little bit just to give us a little bit of...
Yep, sounds good. And then if tower says to look for traffic, or mentions traffic at a certain part, then you could say Cessna 710 has traffic in sight.
Okay. Like right now?
Yeah.
Hawthorne Tower, Cessna 710 has traffic in sight.
710 clear land number 2, runway 25 and 240
Clear land number 2 says first runway 25 Cessna 710.
10. I'm sorry. 5 at Foxtrot, taxi fuel November.
Clear land number 2, runway 25 Cessna 710.
Oh, number 2 because we're... Oh, okay. Number 2 in line.
Yeah, number 2 in line to land, pretty much.
Got it. Okay. That's what I was confused about. I was like, what did you say?
Yeah, it's a little...
We've only gone and experienced that so far at Torrance.
Yes.
So I haven't really had a chance to interact with the ATC with any kind of pattern.
Yeah, it's a lot less communications when we're turning like crosswind downwind and stuff. We don't have to mention it to the tower frequency. Pretty much if we say our intentions to a tower, then we don't have to make extra communications and stuff.
Okay, sounds good.
Okie dokie.
I'm saying sounds good. I don't necessarily understand what that means in context yet, but I'm excited to learn.
Yes. Yeah, it's the attitude that counts, right?
That's what people say.
Yes. Alright.
I'm going to get us down here to 65-ish.
Yes. So we'll attempt the short field landing here. So we'll aim for the 25 numbers on the runway, and we'll try to set it down there. And kind of review. We're coming in at 60 knots short final.
Okay. 60 knots short final. I'm going to pump some altitude here real quick.
Yeah. So we could reduce the power a lot more here. So power for altitude, right?
Yep, we're at full idle. Yep. And just keeping us below 110 knots, trying to get us down to about maybe 700 here.
Yep. So make sure we get ourselves configured to land. So like the residual stuff, there we go. Yep. RP.
And then you were at about 400.
Left turn Delta taxi departs here.
We're at about taxi departs here. We're at about 400 when you turn final, correct?
400 feet?
Yeah, 400 feet.
Yeah. But since we're straight in, we'll just use kind of like a gauge of what we see in front of us. So we're pretty much at a good descent angle here, and we could go flaps at 20 degrees here.
Flaps 20.
And we might as well go full.
Okay. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind walking me through the landing, because I'm also looking at the PAPI, making sure that we're, yeah.
Yes, so look at the airspeed, we're at 70 knots here, so we're going to get us a little bit slower than that.
Okay.
So we can reduce the power and then pitch the nose up a bit.
Okay.
And once we're at 60 knots, there we go. There we got a little bit of power there, getting a little slow. You see the numbers?
Oh, yeah.
Cool, so we're going to try to set it down on top of that.
Okay.
Okay. Then we're going to feel the ground effect here. Hopefully we'll be able to push us forward. A little bit back pressure.
Woo! That's too hard?
Nice, that was good, that was good. So,
nice.
A little bit short of the numbers, but yeah, that's, yeah. And then from basically when once we've landed already, simulated braking, mechanical braking, aerodynamic braking is the elevator stuff. So.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
Windsville, right terminate with taxi to parking here. Correction November.
Right turn on Delta, taxi to parking via November, Cessna 710, good night.
Cool, good stuff.
Nice, man, that was good.
I appreciate you, walking me through the steps.
Of course, yeah, dude. It's the short field is the tricky one for a lot of people for their check rides, and a lot of people have, have failed check rides for landing on the wrong spot. So so the short field is it's really a test of your power management of the airplane and stuff.
Okay. Heck yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, dude, good job. Your landings are getting pretty solid.
Appreciate it, man.
So it's, I think it's a matter of radio communication and also management of the airspeed and bank angle, wondering the pattern and stuff like that. So, but other than that, man, just keep refining the skills from there.
Heck yeah. Yeah. Do you know of any resources to practice? Because if you listen to ATC, that's one thing, but actually having to talk on the radio.
Yes. What you could do is if you have a gaming PC or something, you can install X-Plane 11 or 12, and it looks like 6.5 Alpha is on right now. My controls real quick. Your controls? My controls. What I'm going to do here, I don't want to go crazy here.
Want to park over here?
Yeah, park at the far side here. Right. Okay, we could kind of push straight back from here.
Cool. Alright. Alright, you can grab the brake, my controls.
Alright.
Grab the brakes, doing that checklist quick.
Alright.
I feel so old, sometimes I'm like, what am I doing? iPad? I have no idea how to use this thing. Alright, yeah, flaps up, carb heat off, strobes off, landing. No, leave beacon on.
Beacon's on, yep.
Pitot heat off, pictures required, trim for takeoff, SPR standby, we'll get there. ELT, verify silent, no red lights, and we can verify on, is it 130, 127.5?
121.5, so if we, over here, boom, no sirens, this is not blinking, the ELT is not on, so
Cool. Make sure full lean, mags off, we'll wait for it to go by itself, it's always more fun.